right, your kids and grandkids are going to love this week's healthy cooking recipe. Butterscotch oatmeal cookies that melt in your mouth. And they're healthy as well.
But they do have sugar in them.
They have some sugar in them. You know, one thing we always do...
Can I just say congratulations? Yeah. You are showing a dessert on this show. I am so happy about that.
Dessert is all part of it. You know, if we can't do that, what's the point?
And our show today is about pediatrics, and kids have to have something like this occasionally, don't they?
Oh, absolutely, Shirley. And you know what? If you keep them happy, you know, it motivates them to do the other things as well. And this is kind of a treat, right? You know, when we talk about sugar, one thing we do is we always use about half the sugar that the recipe calls for.
Oh, really? I thought I was original. I was reducing it. I didn't reduce it to half, but I would reduce it by
My kids never noticed the difference. They never said anything. They love the cookies. Real quickly, the ingredients I think we can probably put up on the screen here. This is brown sugar and this is white sugar. Going back to God's design, this is how sugar looks, okay? This is bleached, this is unbleached. Bleach is not a good word. We've talked before in our shows about butter and margarine. Shirley, to our viewers, please use butter, okay?
Even though this is the same color as butter, it's not the same thing. And even though, I got to warn you, even though it says zero trans fats, there are trans fats in here. It's just in the tiny portion that they're talking about, there's only half a gram.
There is, and it's full of hydrogenated oil. And Shirley, you know what the difference really between the margarine and this countertop is? Well, there really is no difference between the margarine and the countertop.
The margarine
That's the last thing you want to put in your body.
Yeah, it just, the body doesn't know what to do with it. So butter, even though butter has low cholesterol, it's a little fattening, but it's natural.
Yes, and kids, they metabolize that so quickly. I would not hesitate to use the normal amount of butter that calls for. There's also oatmeal in this formula. Now, we try and bring about label differences in products that really make it obvious as to why would I pay just a little bit extra for organic. One of them is rolled oats. This is oatmeal and butterscotch cookies, right? Here's some organic oatmeal. Ingredients are organic whole grain oats.
That's it.
Done.
That's all.
Okay.
Short list.
Here is the ingredients in a much cheaper and one of the food giants. Okay. White grain rolled oats, calcium carbonate, oat flour, salt, guar gum, caramel color, reduced iron, vitamin A, and it goes on and on. There's about 3 more sentences there.
This much, yeah.
Here, we got rolled oats, and we got 9 sentences. It's just oats.
And
we don't need
these oats
but.
actually are not from this box, because these are just, but they're chopped up so that they cook quicker. And so I would assume that they probably aren't as good for you.
Well, that's why these other things are in there, is to make that stable while it still cooks quicker, okay? Whereas if this is just rolled oats, okay? Now here we have the eggs that we use in the formula, okay? And, you know, Shirley, there are so many health benefits in eggs if it's from a healthy chicken. If the viewers who watch the show every week said, you know, this is about the 3rd time this guy's talked about eggs, he has some type of chicken thing going on here.
It's important, though.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Because, you know, for people that are watching their calories and they're going to eat chicken as a, you know, in lieu of, say, red meat, because it has, like, chicken breast has less calories than say, red meat, except for bison. It's important that you're eating chickens that were, you know, raised free on the range. And that's the case with these eggs. So here you have a egg that was naturally inseminated, okay? So God designed a rooster and a chicken to create little chickens, okay? Yes. Here is a egg that was artificially inseminated, and this particular egg was hatched by a chicken that lived its life in a little square box like this.
Strung together with antibiotics and never saw the light of day. I mean, if you ever go to a traditional chicken farm, it's very, very sad. And you would never want to eat one of these eggs if you could see how the chickens are raised.
No, you wouldn't, Shirley. And, of course, the meat from those chickens can be just as disgusting. You know, sometimes you bite into a piece of chicken and you think that you've bitten into, and what you've bitten into is not what you thought you've bitten into, okay?
Let's not go there, because I've got good cookies here that I'm going to have in a minute.
We're going to get to those cookies in just a second, but we do want to do the egg cracking test. We just want to show people something here with eggs. Watch how easy this egg cracks, because it's this is an organic. You see, when I break the shell, there's no membrane there.
That's right. It looks nice and neat and clean. We like that, you know, nice and neat and clean, but there's a reason.
You see how runny that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like liquid.
It is.
It's like a liquid.
Here is a free-range egg that...
It's harder shell, thicker shell.
See, I can't even break through this shell, Shirley. I need actually a sharper surface to do this. And you see how, you know, the white part of it is gooey.
It's
and
thick.
Just like the last show when we did this, you see the yolk on here is smaller. You know why?
Yeah.
Because this chicken was not given any growth hormones.
Natural.
This is the size yolk God intended it to be. It's a deeper, richer color. It's just a much more healthier situation here, okay? Sometimes you'll even see, and I don't, if I see it, I throw them away, but sometimes you'll see little particles of blood.
Yeah,
in
now what
organic
is that?
eggs.
Because I wondered about that.
It's from the chicken. You know, I mean, it's from the chicken, but
Will
it's just
it hurt
because...
you if you eat it?
I
It's
wouldn't
just
eat
kind of
it.
disgusting.
I just wouldn't eat it. I don't know the answer to that question, but it's just better off, you know what, just let's not go there. So you put all this stuff together. Of course, they can go to our website and learn more, you know, and exactly how to make these things. But the end result is that we have a healthy cookie. And by the way, some people prefer honey, you know, to sugar.
Yeah.
Sorry, reach in front of you like that. Prefer honey to sugar, you know, for a sweetener. Honey does have vitamins in it, and it has minerals in it, so it does have health benefits. Okay. Yes, it's sweet, and we talked earlier about diabetes on the show. If you have that situation, you have to take care of that. But
but honey is a healthy, much healthier sweetener than either of these sugars. Probably.
Sure, because it has vitamins and minerals. It does have nutritional value. So here's the end result, Shirley. I'm going to allow you to dig in first, please.
I've been waiting all day to be able to taste these cookies.
Because after you chew a few, I have to do our go to break, so I'm not going to do it with a mouthful. I've tried that before. Aren't they delicious?
Now,
Shirley, one last sign of a good cookie.
Okay, go ahead.
A good cookie should weigh a lot. When you go to the store and you can throw a cookie up in the air and it just keeps going up in the air and defies gravity, it's all chemicals.
Now, do these have any flour?
Yes, they're unbromated, unbleached flour.
Delicious.
Cookies should be nice and heavy. Cake should be nice and heavy because they have real food in it, okay?
And bread. Bread should be heavy.
I'm getting hungry. We better take a break here. So for cooking directions on how to make butterscotch oatmeal cookies, check out tln.com and click on Kylia. Up next, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but what morning meal will keep the kids going until lunch? Find out after the break. Stay right there.